Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like how to do, you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today with me, Ian.
Hello.
And today we're going over one of the, would you say one of the few Geoff Johns books you actually like?
Well, this and Aquaman, I would say.
Yeah. We're going over Shazam. And I gotta say, I both really love this, but there's one element I don't like, and I think it's so out. You can probably guess what that one element is going to be.
We'll have to get to it.
Yep. But yeah, this is with Geoff Johns and Gary Frank, the new 52 version that with the big influence for the movie. And I gotta say, if Green Lantern had been much closer to Secret Origins as the Shazam movie was to this, in other words, if Geoff Johns had more control over the Green Lantern movie, it would have been so much better. Can we agree to that?
I really, yeah. I mean, we were just talking before we started that I feel like the second movie is a perfectly fine movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
I get that. I was comparing this to Green Lantern.
I think it would have been so much richer if it had dwelt more on the source material, because there's so much source material, and it just felt kind of surface level, the second movie, whereas the first movie felt like it kind of...
Could it follow this?
It follows this, but it also kind of gives a lot of nuance to moments. So, like, I feel like the people who worked on the first movie took the really strong skeleton that Geoff Johns set up and then really humanized some of the elements.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, if Green Lantern had been as much more faithful to Secret Origins as Shazam, the movie, was to this story, I think Green Lantern would have been a whole lot better.
I unfortunately have not read the Green Lantern Secret Origin.
Oh, it is really good, dude. It is
that
really
what it's called
good.
In trade?
Yes. Green Lantern Secret Origin was Ivan Rice on artwork. But yeah, though. So yeah, let's get on it, because this is the story that gives us the Shazam family. And unfortunately, it does do some other changes to it. Like, I was afraid that there were two changes. One I'm nitpicky about, the other one I'm not happy about. But we'll get to that. But Gary Frank on artwork, great artwork.
I do really like the way Gary Frank draws this Shazam. He kind of avoids some of the creepy baby face that he did in Superman Secret Origin.
Oh God. At least he draws kids more believably here, and not the crackheads.
That's what I'm saying. Is it looks like a kid,
or the mini adults,
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, that's how they look. They either look like crackheads or mini adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Batson is trouble. The trouble is relative. For centuries, science has ruled the world. Now magic is returning, and an ancient, brutal evil with it. Now, I gotta say, I actually liked how this threw things off. Because you cannot tell if this is Black Adam or not. You actually think this was Shazam chasing after him. I did like that fake out.
So,
That's supposed to be Black Adam. No, well, you can't tell. Look at the color. The lightning is distorting the color.
Right. I'm not good at color to start with, so.
Well, yeah. Can you see from here? You can barely tell if it's black or red.
I mean, I would say it's red.
But we know it ends up being Black Adam.
Right.
Shazam! This is his story. It happened. So we see this gun guy telling a story how he was a good person, always gave money to for the food, for the poor, opened the door for people, always get the elevator buttons. And all of a sudden, he was brought in to meet the wizard, and he describes everything he's seeing. But the wizard says, he asked me a question. There was a long line smoke. Then the old man seemed to get agitated. No, not you. And basically, we find out so many other people have gone through this, as the wizard Shazam kept doing. Now, I do like this idea. If he's going to be trying to find it, there would have to be so many people who would talk about this.
Well, and this is clearly that framework that you had Dr. Sivana searching through all these people in the beginning of the movie.
Exactly. Like I say, I like how Sivana looks here. He's obviously, Gary Frank can never see him. Whenever he draws ball people, they're always Lex. The glasses make him look different, but without the glasses, it's Lex. Right?
Yep.
I think 37 people from across the world with no connection whatsoever all seem to share a similar expertise. I do like this about Sivana. Now, I would say that Sivana in the movie, I do like how he's the main threat as opposed to just being the instigator as he is it here. Would you agree?
I don't think I know Sivana really from other things, so I can't say.
Sivana's normally the little short guy with the big head, who's the main villain.
Right.
But here, I do like how we're going to see how he changes. But here, he's supposed to be the instigator of everything. Isn't it funny that Shazam and Green Lantern, two things Geoff Johns are known for working on, and Mark Strong's in both of them as two of the villains, Sinestro and Sivana.
I mean, I don't think that's funny at all. I think that was probably a choice.
I don't think it was. It was completely different directors. I think it was just happenstance.
So my guess is that because wasn't Johns involved? Not obviously as influential as he'd like to have been, but he was involved in the Green Lantern movie, right?
Yeah. In fact, they tried to write his name on it, but then you later find out, he wasn't involved as they claimed, because it was more Mark Guggenheim.
Guggenheim.
He's good with comics, but horrible with everything else.
I don't think he's that good with comics, because I didn't like X-Men Gold at all.
Okay, maybe not. At DC, he was better.
But so my belief is that Johns met Mark Strong when he was working on Green Lantern, and then when he became the guy at DC Films for a couple of years, he was like, that guy is perfect, because he was in that kind of position.
That's true. So that you could be right. You could be right. Yeah. But Sivana, he killed it in the movie. He was great.
I mean, I've been a Mark Strong fan since I think 2003. So I've loved him for a long time as an actor.
Yeah, he is such an underrated actor.
He is, but he's really good.
Oh yeah, he is so damn good. But I do like how Sivana here is basically Lex, if Lex focused on magic.
Right.
And again, right down to looking like it. But again, I really think that's a good idea, don't you? This whole idea of that's what he would be, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, by the way, funny enough, we're going over something that had an adaptation with Mark Strong, and just a few of my previous two lessons, Secret Service and Kick-Ass. Mark Strong was in Kingsman and Kick-Ass. Now that is funny.
He always brings class to projects, man. He
always does. But the fact that his Sinestro was perfect. It's just like he knew exactly how to bring that balance,
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, it's 7 months later after this. And yeah, we see Billy here acting all like what we normally think of Billy, like, oh, Bill, and the Vasquezes are wanting to pick him. It's like, oh, I don't mean to be rude. He's acting all nice and sweet, and like the adoption, lady is, being nice. He said he has his own podcast on social work, or he does that. He organizes his room, acting like he's this perfect kid, and then soon they're like, we're gonna adopt him. But then as soon as he leaves, what a couple of idiots. They might hear you. Man, I wish I was already adopted to be out of your stupid system. You better not screw this one up. I'm running out of foster homes. Stop trusting Mrs. Glover. I'll get along with these people well enough. We made a deal this time. You stay out of my life and I'll stay out of yours. Billy Batson, you're the most unpleasant boy I've ever had the unpleasure of knowing. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think he went a little too hard on that. And the movie deliberately, he still has a lot of rough edges, but it doesn't have this same kind of like two-faced thing.
Yeah, and I don't get, why did Geoff Johns feel like, I kind of get what he was going for when we meet up with the wizard. But
I mean, I think it's very much because
do you really think there's no such thing as a pure person?
If he did any research into the foster system, which I'm guessing he probably did, I mean, I don't think it's ever like this drastic, but kids know to perform for potential parents. And so I think he was trying to get that across. I just think he exaggerated a bit too much.
Yeah, but then it ends up being Billy's persona for a large portion of the story. This brat.
Yeah. That's why I think the movie humanized it a lot better.
Yeah, I can see, but the fact that all this stuff here, this is pretty much Silver Age Billy right here. His act is what we're used to from Billy. That I felt was a little mean-spirited. Like basically saying, oh yeah, Billy could never really exist. Doesn't that feel that way? Like that's what he was saying?
Yeah.
Like Billy as we know him would not exist. But yeah, there's the rest of the kids. He looks like an easy score. Don't even think about it. Like, yay, Billy Batson's going to love it here. What a dump. It's perfectly nice home, Billy. One far better than your last four, I might add. I think I prefer that's the subway. Oh no, I won't have a runaway on my record. Not when it could threaten my pension. And you are the state's responsibility, making you, unfortunately, my responsibility until you're 18. That's 3 more years of handling. You mean 3 more years of nagging. Only if you get kicked back to the orphanage again, you miserable brat. Like, old maid, pest, broom face. And of course, I'm pretty sure they're muttering like, old maid, pest, because there's no way they're being that loud.
I agree. I mean, I think that's what the little red around the word balloons means.
I think that's what's supposed to be emphasis. Pest, prune face.
Yeah, but like in a whispery way.
Yep. Hi, Billy. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Vasquez. Billy, you have an absolutely wonderful home. Just beautiful. And she's quick to get out of there. You know, I just realized this kind of reminds me, Billy's almost like, you ever seen the movie Problem Child?
Which one?
Problem Child.
I have not.
It has John Ritter, and he had a brief role by Gilbert Gottfried. He's basically like this kid who's always been a big troublemaker for every house he goes. And then finally they had Godfrey had to lie to get him into the house and everything. And then we find out just what another monster he is. I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but it's that kind of, having to lie, and as soon as they're doing the the social work is like, I'm out of here. But yeah, then the rest of the family. Now, you know what, I have talked to Josie Campbell about something, but I'll get to it. But yeah, just everyone, I do like how all of these kids are legitimately good kids.
Yep.
Although Freddie is, oh, come on, Freddie. So how about in introductions? Kids? Mary should go first. Let's try and stop her. So yeah, basically how she's the oldest of them. You have Freddie, of course, Pedro, Eugene, and Darla. Everyone loves Darla. But of course, like, we gotta lay down the house rules. House rules. You lift the toilet seat, you put it back down. Our curfews at sunset. Laundry and dirty dishes are family activities. Yay, family activities! I will be honest, Darla does make it much, doesn't she? Would you agree with that, dude? Darla makes it much.
Makes
We
it
always
much?
have each other's back. What I said, she makes it a bit much. You know how her
Oh.
attitude is.
Well, again, if you
When we find
look
out, we'd
into
rather
the
find
thought
out
process-
about her. It makes sense, but
I mean, it feels very realistic to me.
it does. But then this is where I feel like Billy is like, let's get one street straight, Tiny Tina. Okay, the only rule around here is I leave you alone, you leave me alone. I'm not your brother. We're not family. None of you really are. What? What? Darla, wait. Smooth, dude. As if Darla didn't have enough to cry about. That little girl's parents aren't dead like mine or in prison like Freddy's. They just didn't want her. They told her that when they left her here. She cried herself to sleep every night for months. So, you don't care about anyone but yourself, do you? How sad is that? Now, here's the point where the other changes that I feel more right on. These two aren't siblings anymore. Not even related.
Yeah, I don't know enough about original Shazam.
They were always twins.
I know, but I haven't. So a lot of the stuff I've read is like alternate universe, like those fun alternate universe.
Let me guess, the Jeff Smith thing, Monsters
Yeah,
Society. But they were still siblings even then. He was just older than her.
I don't know. I don't remember her being as big a part, which I think is sad because I think she's a great character. I just haven't read enough into her.
But Jodie Campbell said she's been trying to figure out a way to reconnect the two. She's been trying.
Now, I think that would be a good idea.
Because a lot of what her book is trying to do is trying to bring back the old element again.
Yeah, that does it. So I'm not caught up. Well, I haven't read any of the new book. But is Billy repowered?
Billy's repowered. He's been repowered.
Right, because in the Josie Campbell do the Mary Marvel one?
Yes, but that was to give her her own powers at first. And then eventually during the Lazarus Planet stuff, she then got a separate gods giving her powers, which was Josie's way of having it be Mary would not have to be affected by the status quo anymore. Which I like that idea.
Because they kept taking away and giving back the powers, which is really annoying.
But I do like it, her giving her separate gods. I like that. At first I didn't, but once I heard that's her reason, I like that. It's so she can be more independent.
I think it's clever. So what about the other family currently? Are they all?
Freddy has just got his powers back recently, but the others have not.
Marvel Jr., so he makes sense.
But he only just got it back.
Okay.
And apparently, you still have Hoppy around, and you have the Uncle Marvel guy.
Okay.
The old guy. But anyway, whatever. Like she even knows me. Like anyone does. I gotta say, I always liked the idea that his dad looked like Shazam, because that means when he turns into Shazam, it's subconsciously becoming like his dad.
Also, it's Talkie Tawny.
Well, that too. Except he's not. Well, this is not proper Talkie Tawny.
I know, it's just a little visual joke.
By the way, you want to know something funny? When I met Jeff Smith once, I told him I had my own idea for who would voice his version of Tawny. You know, the old man, homeless man who turns into it. You know, and he agreed with me when that. But he was in a Unfortunately, the guy's no longer with us. Dean Stockwell.
That sounds really familiar. Who?
Quantum Leap. Al from Quantum Leap.
Couple episodes.
He was Al. You know, like Ziggy says you should. You know that guy. But he said I kind of saw like that voice matched the old man. I didn't mean to make her cry. Now this moment here, I didn't mean to make her cry. Does humanize Billy a little, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think he was leaning a little too hard on the.
Like this just felt like out of nowhere, didn't it?
I mean, again, I think that it has elements of realism because of just how broken and traumatized kids in the system are.
But like,
again, I think he leaned too hard into it.
Yeah, because he does feel like this comes right out of nowhere. It does. Like the whole "you leave me alone, I leave you alone, you leave me alone." That's fine. But the "I'm not your brother, we're not family." Nothing they said here should have triggered that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Would you agree with that? Like the one.
No, I mean, I still think that since his entire personality is built around the idea that you can't trust anyone, you can't rely on anyone, and you shouldn't let anyone rely or trust you, he wants to make sure that everyone knows he is not part of any.
He's just here because the system wants him to be here.
Right.
But I gotta say, I do like Gary Frank's handling of Mary here. And it's just me. Have you noticed the actresses from the movie look almost identical here?
Yep.
You've noted that too, right? How she looks so identical.
I really like the casting in the movie, honestly. I think it's very well cast.
Yep. Like, are you awake? Billy's awake! You know what funny thing is, though? This was a breaks take two, because they clearly set up a proto version during Flashpoint, remember? You had multiple kids who had to turn into Shazam.
Right.
And I gotta say, though, this felt like a better second attempt. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Because those kids, like, you barely had enough time to get to understand for the kids. But yeah, I gotta say, this is what some of these original characters, you feel like they were always here, don't you?
Yeah, I mean,
that's props I give Geoff.
They feel defined and interesting from the start.
Just like his idea for the emotional spectrum. This here with this family, this Marvel Shazam family, it almost feels like it's newer than people think, but you almost feel he writes in a way where you can't accept anything else now. Would you agree with that? Like you can't feel like you can accept anything else?
I don't really want to. I feel like this is something that feels natural and strong.
I'm just saying just like the Green Lantern emotional spectrum, for example.
Right. I don't think that going backwards makes sense.
Exactly. And I get why Wade and the others did it at first, because it felt like, let's be honest, the family is also not something all writers want to handle. Let's be honest.
It's a lot to juggle. I mean, it is a lot to juggle.
It does. And
but like, I don't like how they just kept depowering him. That just felt petty to me.
At least it wasn't as bad as Trial Shazam. Back during after Infinite Crisis, leading up to Final Crisis. You know, and everything when they depowered him and made Mary Black Mary Marvel.
So, you know, I haven't read Countdown, right?
Right. No. I'm saying that era of DC.
Right. Yeah.
They did hardly anything with that. But anyway, like, I'm starving. I hope we're having waffles. I thought she was mad at me. Totally doesn't get mad at anyone. I think there's something wrong with her short-term memory. There's nothing wrong with her, Eugene. And staying mad is a waste of time. So is waiting until everyone's awake to eat breakfast? That's how you go hungry. All right, kids. Mr. Vasquez, vanilla and walnut waffles are hot off the griddles. Waffles! Let's go. Let's go. We need to get you off to school. School. Again, I like how the foster parents are the real deal ones. Because there are rare, but there are families like this who try their hardest, can be Stepford Smilers, but they're doing their best.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, I think a lot of people in the foster system, it's a mess. It's a messy system, but I think a lot of people are genuinely in it to help, and I think that it's good to portray that kind of person.
Exactly. And I do, but yeah, stick with me, Billy. You ever see Shawshank Redemption? You think Fawcett High is like prison? Okay, I do like it. Fawcett High. I like that. Fawcett Comics. And I'm more like Morgan and Freeman than Freddie Freeman. If anything, but yeah, trying to meet, we're not family. Friends then? I don't need friends, okay? Who peated his orange juice? Hey, Freeman, the doctor said I'm suffering from endometriosis. So, and Miss Waters asked me when I was getting my hyperscotomy, for apparently it's also a lady's problem. I want my money back. Tell you what, jeez. The next two are on me. There you are, Billy. How was school? Boring. The curriculum is beyond rudimentary. Now, I will notice, Eugene and Rachel do seem to be the ones who get the short shrift.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think maybe Johns bit off a bit more than he could chew with how many people he added.
Yep.
But I mean, I still like him.
Well, but if you know what they each represent Shazam.
Right. No, I know why he did it. I just think that 7's a lot for anyone.
Yep. Hey, Eugene, you totally blew the curve today. Who told you to and we told you to throw the test and mess up my perfect score? That's not a risk I can take. Oh boy, the family of we're rich, we do what we own everything. Oh boy, in fact, they're willing to attack everyone. But I do like how Billy hates bullies.
I mean, that also feels very realistic to me because, you know, the foster system is where you see a lot of bullies.
And I like it. Like, he's still willing up to help kick their butts. But then Mr. Keegan caught Billy fighting on his first day. I understand, Principal Peach. The rest of your children are good kids, Mr. Vasquez. Billy's a good kid, too. Have you seen Billy's transcripts from the other schools? Well, no, but they're not good. In fact, they're just about the worst I've ever seen. It appears Billy's social worker pulled every string she could to enroll him at Fawcett High. But getting in Fawcett High doesn't mean he stays at Fawcett High. Mr. and Principal Peach, you know what? Who I would see play Mr. Breyer if he was in the movies? You know who I would have seen? Because you know what vibe he gives me? Jason Isaacs.
Oh.
I would have loved
way too much actor for the role, though.
What?
That's way too much actor for the role.
But let's be honest, I get a Draco Malfoy from him.
No, I see what you're saying. But I mean, Jason Isaacs is such a great. I mean, him and Mark Strong. We were just talking about Mark Strong. Two just phenomenal British actors.
Exactly, but would you agree though? He would have been perfect if he was just. This is basically Breyer is, yeah, not Draco, Lucius Malfoy.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, the dad.
Yeah.
Because that's the vibe, and I do like it how he's this rich guy who's made all these donations and everything. But then, of course, it also shows that the principal is more willing now to grill him because Breyer's mad. So you're like, of course, she's taking their side. They started it. Doesn't matter who started, Billy. You shouldn't get in a fight. Sometimes you have to. Billy, hey, Breyer, your brats and better stop bothering people, or I'm going to shove those silver spoons down their throats. That's a promise. I promise if you even look at my boys again, you'll have to deal with me. Yeah, tell them, Daddy. Hey, you let Billy go right now. You dare to threaten? I dare you threaten a kid like that? Keep your vagabonds in their place, or I will. See, that's the one I like. Breyer just cannot. He's again similar to Lex in that he cannot believe there's good-natured people in the world. He thinks you're just doing this for the taxes and everything, all the money.
Right.
Because he cannot accept, he's projecting. He can't believe.
Exactly. That's what he would do.
Yep. Or I know. You okay? I could have handled myself. Let's just go home. Whatever. Dr. Savannah, you're right. We found something. At last. And I will say, while he does have a Lex look, Gary Frank does have the proportions be a little different. Depending on the lighting. But yeah, he's finding it and okay. The fact that now he can see magic because now he's been infected by the lightning bolt.
So it's not the sins in this?
Not yet. No. The sins do not infect him at all.
Okay.
He deals with the sins, but they don't infect him. But that explains how he gets his bad eye.
Right.
Billy was putting on some kind of act when we met him at Child Services, Rosa. He's not the kid we thought he was. I tried to talk to him, and now he's barely saying a word. He hardly touched his hamburger. After Mr. Breyer threatened him, I'm not surprised Billy lost his appetite. We have to report this to someone, Victor. I'm not sure our word against the richest man in Philadelphia is going to mean much. I'll march down to Breyer's office myself if I have to. Billy's gone through enough. He's been bounced from home to home since he could walk. We both know what that's like. And that's another thing I like. They're also foster kids, people who were bounced around. And obviously they met each other through that. And that's why they're trying to be different. I like that.
Yeah. I agree.
Yep. You should have seen the look on his face when I tried to help him up, Rosa. It was like no one's ever done it before. Maybe it was time. It'll get a bit better. You remember Mary when she first came here? Billy's different. He's not even giving us a chance. Huh? Pickles? I just love the artwork.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up? Have you been keeping up with their Ghost Machine books?
No, I haven't read any of them.
They're great, dude.
Yeah?
Mom and Dad, you're the first thing I can remember. You're the closest thing to a family I've got. No pickles, just how you like it. What is it, Tony? Wait! Freddy, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing talking to Tiger? And why do you have a picture of him in your wallet? My wallet? You took my wallet! Relax, Dr. Doolittle. I was just curious, and it's all there. $3 and your membership card to the Family Finders website. You looking for your birth parents? Mine are locked up. Haven't seen them since I was 10. They don't write or call. They don't care. But Mr. and Mrs. Vasquez do. They're nice people. A little naive, obviously, but they're cool. I don't care if they're Superman, Wonder Woman. They aren't my parents. No one is, right? Now, the fact that both Johns and then later Wade would both play off of the fact that both his parents are alive. I like that eventually we find out they're both still alive. Just different stories tell it. Like
But
when I
it's so
first
sad in the movie.
Oh geez. Yeah. That's probably one of the downer parts of the movie, right? All right. Thanks for decking the Breyer brothers today, by the way. You got pulled to the principal's office before any of us could say it, but it meant a lot. Even Mary thought so. And Darla wouldn't shut up about you. Maybe now they'll leave us alone for a while. What do you mean for a while? The Breyer brothers came after us almost every day. I can usually distract them long enough for Mary to help the others get away. I met their dad. He's worse than his kids. I wish I could get back at them. Well, I do know where they live. Oh, but yeah, Savannah's now obsessed with everything here, trying to find out about Black Adam and everyone. He can now read the language. In one word, Shazam! Where is he? Where is the wizard? The demon is awoke. Enough! I ask a final time. Where is the wizard? Put me down, please. We aren't your enemies. Tell him, Dr. Savannah. Tell him to bring us down. You speak my language. What is he saying? You do not. Damn! Who are you? I am Dr. Savannah. I am the one who will help you find the wizard. I thought you said you knew how to do this, Billy. Will you shut up? I'm trying to concentrate. When you get the door open, we'll shift into neutral. Push it down the hill and let destiny take over. I think I got it. Warp, warp, woo, let's get out of here. By the way, this little dance here, you have not read Doomsday Clock, right?
I read it.
Well, remember the mime did the exact same dance to distract comedian when they're in the subway.
I do not remember many details from it. I thought it was. I mean, I read it as it was coming out, so it was difficult to remember between issues.
Hold on. It's the exact same little dance. Let me find it. By the way, the fact that Geoff Johns actually expanded something on the Court of Owls, but no one's done anything with the judge. You know, the judge of the Owls.
Right.
You know, and actually, to be fair, no, I take it back. They actually did deal with it in Urban Legends. Someone actually did utilize the judge. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, someone actually utilized the judge in Urban Legends towards the final. It was that last big arc where Thomas and Martha Wayne are actually brought out from time.
I only read a little bit of that. I didn't read every issue of that arc.
Yeah, the judge appeared in the second to last and the final story.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Both Urban Legends and Brave and the Bold kind of lost me pretty darn quickly. They're way too expensive. Most of the stories they pick are not worth the page count they give them, and just they're poorly conceived series.
Here it is. See what I mean?
That is that pose.
It's the exact same one.
Nice.
I just found that so funny. It's just like, hey guys, come and get me. I think that's just like a default Gary Frank has. Yep, exact same one. Catch me if you can. Get on and get them, boys. You're dead. You're slow. This isn't over yet. Over, Batson. Oh, and there's the train. Holy crap. Someone else has come to test me. Someone. Where is the wizard? Oh no. He's out. Now again, this is what I don't like. Basically, he only picks Billy because he has no choice now. I'm not a fan of that. You know what I mean? It just feels like, in fact, I guess, what do you take on this version of the wizard?
I don't know. I
feel too crotchety.
I get what Johns is trying to do, but again, I think he goes too hard into making Billy unlikable.
Yeah.
Which makes the wizard's choice to go with him feel more inexplicable.
Yeah, cool. There's no time for fun and games. No, this'll never work. This is no test for someone like you. My magic must be getting weaker if it brought me a child. I'm not a child. Now who the hell are you and where the hell am I? You are in my home and you will speak only when spoken to. I am the last of the Council of Wizards and the keeper of the Rock of Eternity. My greatest magical fortress in all, the greatest magical fortress in all existence. Listen, Chester, that stuff may work like candy on 6-year-old, but you come out any closer and I'll knock your last of your teeth. You're not only has the seeking spell brought me a child, but a rotten one. Let's get this over with. It's the boy, the Metro Warrior I seek. It's the boy, pure good. And pull over. Hey, you thief, time to go. We're not family. You're the most unpleasant boy I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Why is the magic wasting my time with these flawed people? The dark one has been released. God forbid me. Black Adam's free. What did you just do to me? I looked into your life choices, as I have many others, searching for a pure good person. But you are as imperfect as every other soul I brought here. So you don't look so good yourself, Grandpa. You're like 1,000 years old. I'm far older than that. And I'm only 15, and I already know there's no such thing as a pure good person. You are wrong. How long have you been looking for a pure good person? A very long time. So let me give you a clue, because it doesn't look like you get out much. People are horrible. They disappoint you. They let you down. I spent my life learning that. There are pure good people. There must be. Good people get swallowed up and get taken advantage of. They disappear. Trust me, doesn't matter how good you try to be, everyone else is going to drag you down. You're searching for something that doesn't really exist. So that's why you never found it. But you said you tried to be good. Do you have the embers of good inside you then? Is that it? Is that what I've been looking for all these centuries? But once this boy is given the powers, I can't take them away. Doesn't matter. I have no choice. See what I mean? I get what he's going for. He executed it poorly.
Yeah. Well, and part of that, I think, is that this was backups, and it's so much harder to compress an epic story into backups.
Well, this was actually the full issue. This was issue 0. This was issue 0.
Oh, okay.
So this one was the full issue. They won't hurt you. Again, Jenny, I'm getting you out of here. I like that. Him getting one of the other foster kids out.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you do have potential, I suppose. Are you okay? Now, again, but this whole idea there's no such thing as a pure good person, I don't like. And you know, Mark Waid actually took fun of that in his stuff.
I mean, I kind of agree with the idea that there's no pure good person, but I think that doesn't mean everyone's a cynical asshole.
Like Billy.
Right.
Yep, say Shazam. Shazam. What's that? Now, I do like this whole, again, the notion of you have to actually say the word.
Say my name.
Like, Shazam! What happened? I'm bigger. Now, I guess, which version of Shazam do you prefer? Or Shazam is a separate individual, or it's just Billy grown up? Which do you prefer?
Uh,
Because I know the Jeff Smith one was a separate individual.
I don't know. I think I prefer them as him grown up, as it still being him.
But with the wisdom of Solomon and everything.
Right. With added things rather than a new person.
Right. Now,
Because the new person thing feels kind of creepy to me.
Here's where I stand. I think it should be a case where it is a separate person, but it's heavily influenced by Billy. So it's like, yeah, he's completely
enemy to me.
All right, but the power of the living lightning is yours. No way. You will be able to travel as it does through the sky. You have the strength of a demigod. I can feel it. Sweet. Do not waste your power. You don't have to yell. I look at you and forget, and forget. You are still only a boy, but you must stop Black Adam. Stop him from awakening the 7 deadly sins of man. He wants nothing less than absolute rule of all magic. Our world. He will kill you to get it. What? Who will kill me? What are you talking about? Your powers are vast. You know, I just realized something. This, you know what this had in common with? You ever seen the Superman Shazam animated short?
No.
It's the Return of Black Adam short.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they actually fit in Superman meeting Billy because of his story of his being the foster care stuff. And eventually it includes his origin mixing up with Black Adam coming to Earth. My family. Do you know where my parents are? Family is what it can be, not what it should be. That is your secret spell. Your ultimate power. You are now all that stands between your world and the magical threats that would enslave, harm, and destroy it. You are magic's champion, Billy Batson. You are Shazam. Wizard! Wizard? The codes have to be cleared by now. Billy. Hey, Billy. Freddy. I'm back. It really happened. Ah! Freddy, wait. Let me down. Freddy, it's me. It's Billy. Billy? No way. A wizard? Grumpy one. Wizard made you old? Not sure how old. And dressed you like that? I told you he was weird. He cast some kind of spell. And then he keeled over. Maybe he died giving you his magic power. Magic powers? This is crazy. This is crazy. Billy, wait. The lights, the bars are away again. You want to play in games, you brat? We'll play. Oh, no. No, oh, no. My car! Serves him right. Oh my God, that's awesome. I know. So what do we do next? Anything we want. My days of listening to anyone are over. Hey, let's get and buy some beer. Do you have any money? Maybe I should get some normal clothes first. Oh, what'd you do? I don't know. The lights on the car explode when you lift it up. Maybe you can't touch anything electrical. Well, that would suck. Oh, trying to help a mugger? Leave her alone. I didn't mean to hit him so hard. Oh my God, who are you? I'm just some guy, an adult. How could I ever thank you? Well,
An adult.
I am a little short on cash. Well, all right. Thank you. I love that smile as a kid. Yep, you wrecked that guy. He'll be okay, I think. He'll be fine. Check it out. She gave me $20. That's so insane. This is like the best. Do you know what this means, Billy? What? We're gonna be rich. He does look. I do like how this is the reversal of a lot of Gary Frank's old issue, drawing kids like many adults. He's drawing adult like a kid. I like that. Yeah, this is where when it was the Zero issue, that's where it ended at.
Yeah.
What is this place? The world's changed, Black Adam. It's called a city. I know what a city is. You used to, but you've been asleep for thousands of years. I wasn't asleep. I was imprisoned. Yes, and I freed you. Why? Because science failed to help my sick family. They need magic, and you can bring magic back to the world. Then the wizard followed through on his threats. He feared others like myself would challenge his power. So like the rock of eternity, he hid in magic. Then what kind of empty lives do these sad people lead? This city is strange. Why are those people gathering? They're protesting. They're angry. Why are they angry? The man they work for has stolen their livelihood. That the world has not changed as much as you believe, Savannah. Pharaohs still live off slaves. Where is this man? I would assume he's up there. There's got to be something you can do to get them off our sidewalk. You don't own the sidewalks, Mr. Gary. Then I'll buy it. Help me! Goodbye, Pharaoh. Ah! Slaves, you are free. Oh my God, he killed Gary, Mr. Gary. Their language. Teach it to me, Savannah. He's going to kill us. Let's get out of here. They flee in fear from the one who saves them. We need to go. Yes, we do. Again, Geoff with Shazam and Sinestro are just two of the best. He's the best that ever happened to those two.
I just wish he'd worked harder at getting collaborators so he didn't kind of keep them in limbo for so long.
But I'll say this. You know what I think why I like best about Black Adam and Sinestro, his takes? He looked at the fact that, like, they were picked for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas everyone else dream was like evil, mustache twirling in Sinestro's case. But it's like, no, Sinestro was a Green Lantern member. Why would he have been given the ring in the first place? And that was my big problem. I went over Emerald Dawn many lessons ago, and it cringed me. I'm looking at Sinestro. I'm like, okay, I can buy it to a point, but it goes overboard. Like, yes, he rules Korgar, but he has banners everywhere. It's like, okay, that's a little much. Like, statues are one thing. Everyone gets statues. But when you have the entire streets filled with banners, I'm sorry. That's when you're more like, the ego is way too big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, he makes an opening for into the Rock of Eternity, but he can't enter it because there's now a new champion, and only the champion may enter. Of course, they get it for $10 from a used place, a used clothes place. Hey, there's no one on. And you're pretty jacked now, Billy. It's the biggest they had. It's a triple XL. There. No one will give you a second glance. You look almost normal. Kind of smells. We still have $10 left. Food. Hey, the pies are getting cold. Hello. The keys are under the door. Money's on the counter. What? Hey, what? You want me to let myself in, you lazy? What are we doing here? I can sense him here. Who? An old friend. The wizard didn't have the power
That's
to
gotta
bring
be a
you.
Darth Vader reference.
Yup. And the wizard didn't have the power to bring you back to the Rock of Eternity, so he imprisoned you out here. Don't hurt me. The wizard made you forget, didn't he? He made you all forget what you really are. You remember what you are now, don't you? I do, Black Adam. I am one of the 7 deadly sins of man. I am sloth, and I am your sworn enemy. Only if you wish to be. You will help me locate the wizard's new champion, who will destroy him and claim the rock's power as my own. And you and your brothers and sisters will help me tear down this world so I can rebuild it. Oh, Adam, my enemy, my friend. How could I refuse? This is the best burger I've ever had. I'm so full, I'm going to explode. From $10?
What did they buy?
Well, it's a Big Belly burger, probably.
I've never figured out what exactly Big Belly burgers like.
Oh, Big Boy.
What's Big Boy?
Okay, have you ever seen Austin Powers?
Nope.
Never mind then. But you know, I know what writer the facial design for Big Belly Burger is based off of. Roger Stern.
Huh. But I mean, Big Belly's pretty old, isn't it?
Actually, it's only been post-crisis.
I mean, post-crisis was 38 years ago.
True, but old for me still pre-crisis. But anyway, probably we need more money. I've got an idea. Uh-oh! Ching, ching, ching. No way it worked. Crap, it won't shut off. I don't know how. Somebody stop them. We're busted. Uh-oh, bank robbery. You ain't you ain't robbing no one. This is our job. Hey, knock it off. That'll teach them not to aim guns in people's faces, but they totally wasted my coat. Did you see that? Billy, who are you? Shazam. We gotta go now. I dropped most of the cash. What? You were moving too fast. We only got 40 bucks and 75 cents left, but that should be enough to, let's do this. I can't go into a convenience store dressed like this. What would they say? Oh, who cares what they say? We go in, you buy beer, you drink to that crazy old, we drink to that crazy old wizard who gave you these unbelievable kick-ass magic powers. That's the plan. Hey, dude. Uh-oh, robbery, but tink. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you? All the junk food we could carry? I just blurted it out. You have any M&Ms left? Plain or peanut? Hey, check it out. You should have a Shazam car. I know. But someone's trying to hotwire it. Clang! What a chance of walking into a bank robbery, a liquor store holdup, and a car thief in one day. Maybe that's one of your powers, like just find crimes by accident. A find crimes by accident? That's the stupidest power in the world. Do you think it is? Do you think it's his power, or do you think it's just happenstance?
I mean, you gotta have some coincidence to make a narrative work, don't you?
Being drawn to places of need is actually quite useful for a champion of eternity such as yourself. Do you see that? See what? A face in the mirror. You don't see it? My name is Francesca. I saw you in the Rock of Eternity. It said her name, it was Francesca. That mirror just said her name, its name is Francesca. Only those tethered to the world of magic can see and hear certain things, Billy. I think all the electricity must be getting to your brain. You must prepare yourself. Be the champion you were empowered to be, Billy Batson. And beware Black Adam. He knows. It just shattered. What'd you do? I swear I didn't do anything, but there was a lady's face in it. Billy, what? I don't think you need a Shazam car anymore. Why? Because you're freaking flying. I can fly. Awesome!
I like how they capture just the wish fulfillment of the concept.
I love this, how basically it's taking Shazam but putting it through the filter of big.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? It's pretty much, it's big.
I haven't seen Big.
You know about it, right?
Yeah, it's a Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah. This is so sick. Wonder how high I could go. But Sudi finally asked about changing back. Why would I ever want to? I'm not going to be a kid again, Freddy, ever. Well, what am I supposed to do? That's up to you. If you want to go back, go back. I thought we were in this together. Oh, boy. This I don't care for. You know what I mean? You feel like he doesn't need him anymore. Just feel like, wow.
I mean, yeah, I think it's because he was leaning too hard into the thing. But I mean, the movie did do something very similar with the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The split between the two. I just think the movie took more time to develop the characters in both likable and flawed ways.
It just feels like, again, it feels like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I agree. It's not as well developed.
Like, why is Freddy? Why did Freddy ask about him changing back? It felt a little weird. You know what I mean? But then, at last, I found you.
Dun dun dun.
Yep. Oh, they found Pride now, and oh, you will sleep for years, Jerry. What'd he do to him? I put him in sleep, sis. Now it's time for you to wake up. What is this dreadful place? It is the modern day, dear sister, but it will be made better. Black Adam has a plan, and so do I. Stand up. Who are you? You know who I am. Your costume is like mine, but black. Man, that's way cooler. The Man in Black. Now, you've seen Black Adam, right? What did you think about it?
Honestly,
I like the JSA.
I wish it had been a JSA movie because I liked them a lot.
And I thought Dwayne.
I didn't like the fact that they were working for Waller, but I liked all the cast and I liked their interactions a lot.
I say this: Dwayne was a good choice, but his ego and the script needed a rewrite. It needed a
rewrite by someone who wasn't a yes man for Dwayne.
And because the script was clearly written around the time of Iron Man.
Right.
And it was never updated at all.
And it just feels so derivative of the Shazam movie. And I feel like a smart scriptwriter would have steered away from that, you know?
Now, there was still other things to like. Again, Dwayne was the best choice for Black Adam, I'll be honest. If his ego didn't get in the way. And I did not like some of the cringy lines, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
honestly, the kid was trying so hard to be Freddy from the Shazam movie, but he just doesn't have the same. He's not as good an actor.
Yep. Long before you, I am the rightful champion. I am the rightful keeper of the Rock of Eternity. Hey, how old are you? Damn! Oh my God. Are you all right? I feel like I put my finger in the wall socket. I'm bleeding. I thought. Wait just a sec. You're going to hurt someone. Yes, you. You picked the wrong person to push around. What do you want? Your power. All of it. Now! Shazam! You cannot hide from me. I will find you, and I will kill you. Where is that brat? I don't know how that vagabond did it, but he destroyed my car. See? He must have driven a garbage truck into it or something. Not that I lose sleep over your gas calls or either way, Mr. Breyer, but Billy couldn't have done anything like that. It's physically impossible. We know it was him, Dad. Yeah. If we could just talk to the boy, Mr. Vasquez, we can straighten this out. Billy's not here. He hasn't been here since yesterday. We need your help, officer. We think he ran away. I'm surprised it wasn't sooner, and sadly, for someone like him. Like him what, Eugene? Someone who's been bounced around, Pedro. He never really had a home. Not for long, anyway. We must find him. Where's Billy, Freddy? Who knows? Who cares? Oh, and there's Miracle on 34th Street. Just because a child doesn't get his wish doesn't mean there isn't a Santa Claus. Did you scare him, Mr. Breyer? Did you threaten Billy again? We are long past threats, Mr. Vasquez. This is where it says, arrest this leech and search this tax shelter. Wow. And look, he just stepped forward. He assaulted me. You all saw it. Wow. You will do whatever I ask, or I will call the chief chambers and cancel your Christmases. Actually, I'm Jewish. What was that? Oh my God. Is that a bus? Where are you hiding?
Oh boy.
What the hell's going on? Interrupting the emergency news break. Several crimes across Philadelphia, including a bank robbery by the infamous Animal Crackers gang, was stopped by a mysterious new hero today calling him Shazam. Now a second man appearing eerily similar to attacking the city. I will find you, false champion, and I will kill you. Of course, now, I don't mind Freddy telling them right off the bat that Billy is Shazam. After seeing that, he's like, what choice do we have, right?
Yeah.
So he explains it all to him. Why didn't we tell Mr. and Mrs. Vasquez we were leaving? We don't want them to worry, Darla. We'll explain everything when we get back. Setting aside the bizarre details of a talking mirror and a mystical ATM machine, the very idea of magic even existing is ridiculous, Freddy. I'm telling the truth, Eugene. That would be a first. It actually would be. People are getting really hurt out there, Freddy. If this is all a joke, it's not Mary. Not anymore. And of course, they fight him and feel like, and you go back and fight, wouldn't you, Tawny? Because you're a tiger. But I'm not a tiger. Just a stupid kid. I don't. Why did you bring the Goonies? What are the Goonies? You turned back to you? You said you never would again, but why did you bring them? Because we want to see you change into Shazam. You told them? What choice did I have? Things are going crazy out there. Who's that psycho tearing up the city? I don't know. He wants to kill you. He said that on television. He wants to kill Shazam, not me. If I turn to Shazam, he'll be able to find me again. But he's hurting people. They need someone to help them. They need a hero, Billy. The wizard gave his magic to the wrong person, Mary. I'm only a kid. But you're not a stupid kid. I like that with Darla.
Yeah, Darla is probably one of the stronger characters that Johns created from this.
But I'm only a kid, but you're not a stupid kid. I like that. It's so much you would say, but it gets right to the point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, they're trying to make their way under, to find, the wizard. The wizard said so himself. Black Adam, the 7 sins have gathered. Then it's time to end this world, Dr. Savanda, and the cowardly champion with it. Really? The subway guards want to take it to some wizard's home? Billy called it a magic castle, Pedro. Nobody's here. They're evacuating this part of the city, Mary. That other Shazam person is tearing it apart. I'm scared. The subway car isn't going anywhere. It has to, Freddy. It has to take us back. Take us to the Rock of Eternity. Is something supposed to happen? And see, where is she? Where's who? Here. I knew it was you. Hey, Billy, careful with that. First you're in a mirror, now you're in an iPad. Any reflective surface will do. And the name, if you please, is Francesca. Try to remember it this time, Billy Batson. It's only polite. Has he gone crazy or something? I think Billy can see and hear things we don't, Eugene. Magic things. Why can't we see them? Because you haven't established a connection to magic, my dear sweet child. Tell her, won't you? I need to get back to the Rock of Eternity. I need to get back there right now. You can bring the doorway to the Rock of Eternity to you anytime you wish, Billy, as long as you are 1, underground, and 2, enchanted. So I have to turn into Shazam again to get to the Rock of Eternity? Yes, you need to channel the power the wizard gave you. But if I turn into Shazam, that crazy dark Shazam guy, Black Adam. The name of the man above is Black Adam. Black Adam will be able to find me if I change, right? At this proximity, if you bring on the enchantment, he will be drawn to you, yes. You and Black Adam are the last 2 beings of the 6 magic realms to possess the magic of the living lightning. You are forever connected. You are as connected as family now. Did you hear that? What? A voice said family. Mary heard you? How did she? I think that was to be a tease, but they never went anywhere.
Sadly.
But do you think that meant to be something like there was a connection between the two?
It makes sense to me. I mean, I kind of like the idea of them as the family, the leaders of the family.
Yeah. Because they're the oldest.
Right, exactly. And siblings connected to each other.
Yep. Even if he were still alive, once the wizard bestows the connection to the living lightning, it cannot be severed. That's why Black Adam still holds the power. That's why you're the only one left to stop him. Who the hell is he anyway? What does he want? Look deeply into the mirror, and I will show you. And thus we get the backstory. Ancient, Kondak and everything. The pharaohs ruled it all. But and that's supposed to be the nephew of Black Adam.
So this is basically the flashback sections of the Black Adam movie.
But it's going to end differently. Very differently. Hello, child. He's a kid like me. No wonder the wizard didn't want me to have these powers. Billy, wait. Billy, you need to listen. I know what to do, Francesca. I know how to make him stop. I just have to talk to him. Black Adam, my name is Billy Batson. I was given powers by the wizard too. What? You are the new champion? I saw what you went through, Adam. I thought I had it bad, but you had it way worse. I know why you're lashing out to hurt people. You want to hurt them before they can hurt you. I know why you don't trust anyone, because people have always taken advantage of you. And I know why you're angry, because you're trying to hide how scared you really are. You think I'm scared? Shoo! You don't know anything. Billy Batson, you speak of anger and fear. You dare confront me about such things? You are a foolish little child. Why would the wizard ever choose you? He should have learned his lesson. It would have saved your life. Where am I? Who are you? So by then we see the uncle, the wizard. Do you see the Rock of Eternity as it once was? A floating nexus then visible to the world, a nexus of the magic realm to which all sorcerers and sorcerers made pilgrimage, and a boy had been summoned there. Each member of the council chose someone to be their champion. He was to be the wizard. And Amun, uncle! The wizard had given the boy his proposal. The boy gave one back to him. You must save him, wizard, please. He's the only family I have left. Your power may flow through family, Amun. Accept my blessing, and you may save him. Both of you speak my name and be my champion. Sharing the power, the boy saved his uncle. Shazam! The boy and his uncle were sent back to Kondak to save its people from their captors. With this power, we will finally free Kondak from Ibok and his men, Amon. We will destroy them. I don't want to destroy anyone, Uncle. There's been too much bloodshed already. Eddie, you heard the wizard. It's time for a new era in Kondak. One of mercy. We must do this for your parents, for my wife and children. What they did to my dear Sharuta is unspeakable. Our family calls for justice. What you speak of is not justice, Uncle. It is revenge. They must pay. Let us share our hope, not our pain. Please don't be angry with me. I love you, Uncle Adam. We can save Ibok and his men from the evil that threatens their soul. We can save them just as we were saved, and we could do it together. Shazam! Crack! He killed his nephew!
Hardcore.
Shazam! I am not going to run from you anymore, Black Adam. No. Oh, wait. Oh, this went out of order. What the heck? Okay, I'll flip it around. I got them out of order. You see
Weird.
now what I would do to free this world from those who enslave it. Why would Billy run up here? What did the iPad say to him, Eugene? Nothing. There was nothing. There wasn't anything on it. There was. We just didn't see it. Oh no, Billy! What did he do to get in the car? My nephew's sacrifice allowed me to free Kondak. Now yours will allow me to free the entire world. I must gain access to the Rock of Eternity's power. I must be the wizard's only champion again. Whoosh! Shazam! I'm not going to run from you anymore, Black Adam. No, but you will give me everything I want right now, or they will die.
Now,
So what do you think about Black
I really
Adam
see
here?
how they took the Sivana. Like, this is very Sivana from the first movie. Like, they clearly based the conflict around that.
Yeah, because they wanted to save Black Adam for later.
Right. Well, I mean, it makes sense.
But what did you think about the change?
I mean, it's clearly why Dwayne Johnson said no, we're not doing that. It's
I don't
so
know if
dark.
he said that. I think they knew to write that the way because they knew audience wouldn't accept it. If he's supposed to be the main character.
Yeah. Now, is that a change from the original Black Adam origin?
Yes.
Interesting.
In the original, it was always he was the champion that went mad with power.
Huh. Because Christopher Priest went with this in his Black Adam.
Well, that's because that was after this.
Right. No, it was several years after.
Oh, by the way, Christopher Priest is coming to Motor City Comic Con.
Nice. You better get some pics with that dude. He's great.
Yep. But the magic is slowly corrupting Savannah.
Oh, he's becoming all shrunken.
Yep, this is where he starts to look more like his actual self, which I like that. There's no way a normal person would exist that looks all like, yee, like him. Now look at what happened to Billy. Freddy was telling the truth. Told you, Eugene. He's Shazam. As faint as it is, I can feel your tether to those children, Billy Batson. They are important to you. Uh-oh. The kids are gone, Rosa. Mary would never leave without telling us. Why? And telling us why. Something's very, very wrong, Victor. Copy that. We'll be en route as soon as we can. You're not going anywhere. I demand that vagrant of a child be found and arrested. Billy Batson, a criminal. Let go of me or I'll charge you with assaulting a police officer. Charge me? That boy harassed my son, destroyed my car, and his tax-leeching foster father tried to hit me. I took a picture, and I called your lawyer, Dad. There he is, Mr. Breyer, the rotten one. So they all possess Breyer.
Oops.
Get in the house now, Rosa. The 7 deadly sins of man have found their host. The host will burn their city to cinders. Give me your magic now, Billy Batson, or I will destroy everything and everyone. Now, what do you think about this? The 7 deadly sins all being in one being as opposed to them being individuals.
I mean, they were in Savannah in the movie, so it makes sense to me.
True. But it was still different.
No, it was different. But it makes sense.
But of course, release your power to me. Don't give it to him, Billy. This guy's a total tool. Freddy! But then the secret spell. And what? Shazam! I don't feel any different. Well, I feel funny. Mary, what just happened? Oh, this is sweet. And I love how they remind us very clearly that Eugene had all that tech with him. That's useful. What did you do to us, Billy? Are we Shazams too? I'm not really sure, Pedro. I think so. Nice beard. Freddie, you're walking. You mean flying, Darla. You are hot, Mary, and you're still an idiot. No, it's my power. Black Adam's still here and he's mad. What do we do, Billy? Get him! Okay, we got him. Now what? Eugene, make sure Freddie's all right. But you guys need go. This is my power and my power you're playing with. I will kill every one of you if I must retrieve it. Stop moving. Nuh-uh. No. No. Yes. No. Let her go. I love how they both tag team him. Freddie. Oh, jeez, I need this man to move. Did the van just do what you asked it to do? I can hear them talking to me, Freddie. I can hear every car, computer, even the cell phone, and they're asking me how they can help. How are you doing that, Eugene? My digital devices, when Billy changed us, they all vanished. Maybe they can merged into you like the fly. Hey, tell that van thanks a lot for breaking my fall. Good job, van. Honk, honk. I love that. Sadly, no one's done anything with that detail. What is that? It's evil, whatever it is, Pedro. I can hear a loud hiss in my ear. I can hear it too. And I can hear Mr. Breyer in there. That thing is Mr. Breyer? What happened to him? Mary, you need to help the others evacuate the streets. I'll take care of Black Adam. By yourself? I'm going to try to lead him away from the people and from you. But Billy, it's me he really wants, Freddie. I'm sorry for dragging you all into this. Billy, we need to listen to him, Freddie. These people are in danger. And thanks to Billy, we can actually do something about it. I know you're here. Come out now. No child should be alone on X-Men. I'll do whatever I have to in order to rescue this world. You're going to, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I have to rescue this world. You're going to rescue the world from what? Those who rule it. What are you even talking about? You're only a child. Where are you? Your view on this world is limited. You won't understand. Ah! So I like how they're all helping everyone. But Freddie was right. This is sweet. I don't like that face she makes, though. Looks a little weird, doesn't it?
This is not the best of the art pages, let's say. But it's not bad.
Yep. Uh-oh, Tawny! He tried to share it with Tawny, and for a moment it works, but he overdoes it. Like, they got heavier. I need to put them down before I drop them. What's going on? Your power weakens, girl. You have no idea of that knowledge of your magic. You've enchanted your animal avatar incorrectly. You've damaged the spell you've already casted. Mary, by the river. We need to help her before we can't. More of them. You are no champion. You are only a boy. Oh, you will now burn. I got her. Pedro, I can't fly anymore. I can't lift up anything more than you. Our powers are fading. I have lived a life for centuries. I am your superior in every way. Even now, your hold on the magic is fleeting. You can't beat me. You're right. Shazam! If you're tempting me to give you your power, I'm not. I'm proving a point. You're threatening people just like Ibix threatened you and your family. You're no hero, Black Adam. You're a bully. You're like all children, unintelligently defiant, and you're afraid of fighting a kid without magic. Maybe I don't do spells, but I do know how to fight. All right, so let's fight fair. If you win, I give up the power. If I win, you live in the city and never come back. Deal? No. Then kill me. Kill another kid and tell yourself it's for the good of the world. Tell yourself you're still a hero. Shazam! I am a hero! Now that I... Look at yourself, Adam. That's me. It's been such a long time, and... Amen. I guess that's right. You haven't changed back since the moment you murdered your nephew, have you? And that was centuries ago. What? No! I will kill you! Black Adam has only killed himself. He is nothing but dust to be lost to the wind. Now become the champion you truly are again, Billy Batson, and frighten the seven sins away. Shazam! Now, of course, it'll be around Forever Evil that they bring him back. They would gather the ashes and then find a way to bring him back again. But they never explain why he's able then to turn back and forth. They never explain that.
Magic.
Did you see the lightning by the school? It's Billy. No, it's Black Adam. He's been destroyed. We are free. Wait, please. What happened? Where am I? Huh? Ah, cheek, cheek. Stop laughing. Stop it right now. Look, that's the man who stopped the bank robbery and the liquor store holdup. He made the monsters go away. But look what he did to the school. Oh, man, I'm really sorry. I guess school's canceled. Yay! Magic has its champion again. Billy, wake up! He was here! Who was here? Santa Claus! Merry Christmas, Billy! So what do you think? I think someone needs to tell Darla that Santa isn't real. No, I mean us, after all this. Are you going to stick around, Billy? Where else am I going to go? Oh, Black Adam opened the doorway to the Rock of Eternity here. It was right here somewhere. Yes, please, please let me in. Science failed my family, but magic can save them. Yes, that's quite possible, Dr. Savannah. I've been watching you and watching the magic that infects you. It has eaten away at your body, but not your mind. Now let us converse quickly. We have but a brief moment alone. Who are you? They call me Mr. Mind, and you and I shall be the best of friends.
Why couldn't they do a Mr. Mind for the second movie? That's what
I
I'm
agree.
saying.
But probably because Mr. Mind is always the monster society, and that would have been way too big.
I suppose. But, like, come on.
But so, how was that?
So, like I said, I think it's a very strong skeleton that the movie takes and humanizes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a rare case of taking the source material and really elevating it.
And I thought Savannah being the main villain was better.
I mean, Black Adam is he's like a boss. Like, you don't want to burn your main boss on the first movie.
And at least they didn't kill Savannah.
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting. I didn't care for how he was here. Like I said, the fact he was just the instigator and nothing more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not care.
The bones are there. I just think it needed another pass, you know?
It definitely did. But again, there's the fact, but defeating Black Adam here, that's usually how he's usually defeated the first time. It's the old aging thing.
Right.
Even the Return of Black Adam. Although that time it was done, he did it himself because he didn't want to be sent across the universe and light years away, taking thousands of years to get back.
Like he does in the Priest one. Oops.
But again, overall, this was fun. Some of Geoff Johns' best. Again, Billy aside.
Yeah, I think it's quite strong. And Gary Frank, I think it's some of Gary Frank's best work, honestly.
Agreed. Although I still think his Earth 1 is some of his best DC work. Batman Earth 1?
It's fine. I'm just not that impressed with it.
Right, but
especially after, like, I still think that Gabriel Hardman's art in Green Lantern is just so good that.
Too bad we're never gonna get Volume 3.
Yeah.
I told you that, right?
Yeah, but the first two volumes are really strong and very satisfying, I think.
Yep, but I gotta say, this is how you redefine the Shazam mythos.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really creative in. Like, it just feels like there's some really rich and grounded ideas that kind of bring it into a modern setting without feeling. There's a couple times
again, the Billy stuff notwithstanding.
What?
The Billy stuff again notwithstanding. That is the biggest
the Billy stuff
problem.
feels a little too hip and cool, but the family and the foster system, that's all really good, really strong stuff.
And again, Mary and Freddie were good. Again, poor Pedro even more got the least of it.
Yeah, he has.
Eugene had a little bit, but what did Pedro get? A cool beard. I think that's probably why they made him be gay in the movies, which I did not mind that. I did not mind that in the movie because Pedro's such a blank slate in the comics. Wasn't a problem. You know what I mean? Would you agree with that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I think this is again, this is some of Geoff Johns' best work. Although next time I have you on, I do want to go over his other Shazam book.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I have a couple issues of it, and I think I read the last issue.
With Prime.
But again, because it took so long, I don't have a strong memory of it from issue to issue.
So yeah, we could do that next time I have you on. But yeah, and I think it was better than this.
Really?
In many ways, yes. Or at least it felt like the logical follow-up.
Sure.
And I think Superboy Prime being in there was interesting, although it does kind of throw in the face a little bit of how things ended at Teen Titans 100.
Yeah.
You know, when he was put on the source wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I gotta ask, what is other things was Geoff Johns that you like? Like, what's your on his Teen Titans, his Flash, and his Green Lantern?
I don't like his Teen Titans. Although I haven't read a lot of it, but every issue that I've read by it, I just don't enjoy that much.
We can go over that if you want.
I'm trying to remember.
Green Lantern.
I read the bits of Green Lantern that were in the Walmart books, and they were fine. They didn't really grip me. I'm going to read Secret Origin. I just put it on hold at the library, so hopefully I'll read it sometime in the next. Weirdly, so this is not me saying that I think they're good comics, but I think the first arc of his Justice League is fun. And
even the War book?
The Justice League movie was based on.
Yes.
Not good, but fun. I think it did go downhill from there.
I think it came back up though after Forever Evil.
I haven't read past the first two arcs because that was what was in the Walmart books.
Right.
Like I said, I do like his Aquaman.
Yep. But what about his Flash?
His Flash. I've only read Flash Rebirth, and I didn't like it very much.
All right. What about JSA?
I read the first arc, and it was
which JSA are we talking about here?
The current one where a bunch of families are murdered by Nazis at a picnic. That's
that one. That's his Justice Society of America. But then it leads into a interquill for Kingdom Come that he did with Alex Ross, where the Kingdom Come Superman shows up. It's been transplanted. Basically, right when the bomb dropped in Kingdom Come, he got sent to this Earth. So now he thinks his world's been destroyed.
I see.
But the funny thing is, he's supposed to be the polar opposite of Earth 2 Superman. Whereas Earth 2 Superman condemned them, he praises, and Kingdom Come Superman praises them.
Right.
But just asking. But yeah, his Teen Titans work, it's what got me into it. It's one of those books that helped me get into comics. And I'll be honest, I prefer his take on Rose. Let me rephrase it. The take on Rose he started, but then Sean McKeever improved on.
Oh, I really like Sean McKeever's Ravager Fresh Hell.
Yeah. The backup stories and everything.
I got the trade.
So did I.
I think there's some good good foundation with Rose in the bits of Teen Titans by Johns I've read, but the scene that everyone loves to pull up where she's naked on top of
no,
I don't like it.
Agreed. But I will have to say this, with you know what, two writers that were clearly proteges of Geoff Johns that I wish would come back. You know who?
Which one?
Sterling Gates and JT Krull.
I have not read enough of Krull, but I agree about Gates. But the thing about Gates is that Didio hated Gates, and I don't know why.
Didio's been around since.
No, I know, but he was so cruel to Gates, and so I think Gates.
Crow was the one who wrote the final couple arcs of Teen Titans before New 52. He did the he's the one who wrote New 52 Captain Atom.
I recognize the name, but I don't remember him.
Right, but you know what the interesting was? He was trying to go for pairing up Rose with Connor, saying that he always said he looked at it this way. He said Cassie is clearly as Wonder Woman, but he said he saw a lot of Lois in Rose.
The funny thing about Geoff Johns is two of my favorite writers are Geoff Johns' proteges, and that's Brian Q. Miller and Jeremy Adams.
Wait, Jeremy Adams is fully a protege? I thought he was just someone who helped him through.
I mean, he's not as much of a protege as Brian Q. Miller was or Sterling Gates, but he collaborated with him pretty closely on Flashpoint, the sequel.
Right. Man, I wonder what Kroll has been up to lately. He started Green Arrow, but then left after issue 3. Such a shame he hasn't done much since. Apparently he's worked at Aspen Comics. And where's Sterling Gates been up to?
Sterling Gates I see on Twitter every now and then. I think he's gone on to TV writing like Brian Q. Miller.
Ah. Oh no, he's actually he worked on the Geiger.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, I think he's involved at Ghost Machine.
That's cool.
Let me double check. Is he? I think he is. Just they're taking forever getting some of those books out, of course. Is Gates there? No, but he did help with that 80th and 80-page giant. I'm so surprised that they got Brad Meltzer on board. Aren't you?
Why are you surprised?
Well, I don't know. Just feels, and then again, the two did do good jobs with JLA, JSA. Back when Brad was working Justice League.
Right.
Okay, we're rambling enough. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on, man. Thank you, everyone else. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.